Okay. Welcome, everybody. Today is week 5, our class number 5 in our program of intensive resilience. So I'm super, super excited for today. Last week, we learned about the drama triangle.
Last week we didn't do it.
Yes, 2 weeks ago, because we did not have class last week. Thank you. So 2 weeks ago, we learned about the drama triangle. Last class, we learned about the drama triangle. And today we're going to be learning about how to break free from that drama triangle. So free yourself from the drama. It's week 5. Okay, so this intensive resilience program is designed to heal all of these things. The reason why we can heal all these things in just one program is because they all have the same root cause. So when we find out why we're acting the way we're acting, why we have an addiction, why we betray others, why we abuse others, why we're scared of being betrayed, why we have controlling behaviors, all those things, when we learn the why, it's the same root cause. Alrighty. Make sure that as you guys are listening to the classes and participating in the classes, whether you're here live or you're here via YouTube, participate in the chat or participate live in the class. Let me know questions. Every question you have, this class is for you guys. So whatever questions you have, please let me know. I want to be able to help you guys and I want you guys to understand. So interrupt me and let me know. I love questions. Love, 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 love questions. Okay, so let's jump right in. Free yourself from the drama. So in order to free ourselves from the drama, we're going to have just a quick review of what am I talking about when I'm saying free yourself from the drama. Okay, the drama triangle from our last week. Let's do a quick review. Remember, we needed connection as one of like the main things that we need to survive, right? We need water, we need food, we need air, we need shelter, we need connection, we don't need air. Some of us don't need to breathe. They still use air. Fish still use air. They suck the oxygen out of the water. Yeah, very good, very good. So we need connection to survive. And there are only 2 ways to connect. We can connect in the healthy way, which is what we call vulnerability. And we connect in the unhealthy way, which is what we call the drama triangle, all right? Now, our brains are made to connect in the healthy way. When we were really, really little, we were connecting through vulnerability. That's just natural. It's how our brain's made. It's how it works best. But at some point, most of us learned, oh, I guess that's not right because everyone else is connecting through the drama triangle. So I'm going to connect through the drama triangle.
Who started connecting through the drama triangle?
Who knows? Maybe it was Satan that first started. I really don't know. Maybe. Okay, so what we're doing when we're learning to connect with vulnerability, what we're doing is we're actually relearning how we used to connect when we were very, very small. And we're relearning how to connect in the way that our brain is designed to connect. So we're working with our brain. This is something that's super, super, super important to understand because a lot of people are like, oh, vulnerability is so hard. I can't do it. It's so hard. It's actually way easier than the drama triangle, way easier. And in fact, our last class, some of you guys commented about how absolutely ridiculous the drama triangle sounds when we like actually talk about it. And I was like, yes, it is. It's ridiculous. It doesn't work. And it's very difficult. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. Whereas vulnerability, we're working with our brain and it actually works. And it's a lot easier. We just have to retrain our brain to use it, right? So drama triangle, we have the persecutor, the victim, and the rescuer. Do you guys have any questions on those roles? Yeah.
What was the rescuer again? I keep getting this.
Yeah, great question. Okay, let's actually go forward right here. So persecutor is when you feel love when others respect you. So you love me if you respect me, meaning you obey me, right? If you do what I say, then I feel loved. Victim is you love me when you serve me. So I feel loved when you spend your time and energy on me. And then rescuer is I feel love when you need me. When I can serve you. You're like, oh yeah, I remember. Do you guys remember what your dominant role is? Yeah? None. That's good. That probably means you're connecting with vulnerability, which is awesome. So all of us, no matter how healthy we are, all of us go into the drama triangle sometimes because we're human, right? So we're going to be tired, we're going to be grumpy, we're going to be hungry, we're going to be whatever, right? But there's a huge difference between going into the drama triangle for a brief moment, recognizing it, and then being like, oh, wait, okay, that does not work. Let me try this a different way. Or living in the drama triangle. And that's what we don't want to do. Okay, so remember the drama triangle. This is super important for today. What does the drama triangle mean? It always means one thing. If I go into the drama triangle, it means what? I need love. Very good. I gave you guys a huge clue, right? Okay, so it means I need love. And we need to use the drama triangle to get that love and connection if we don't remember how, because we learned something different. So we no longer remember how to process our emotions. So we can't use vulnerability because that's all about processing our emotions. So we'll use the drama triangle to manipulate others, to force them to connect with us. I don't know how to invite you to connect with me, so I will force you to connect with me. And that's what the drama triangle is all about. I force you to connect with me because I am so scared of losing that connection and I have no idea how to invite it. And I don't have that connection inside myself. So if you don't give it to me, then I have it with no one and I'm not enough and I'm not okay. And then I'll have all that shame. Okay, so we can be alone in the drama triangle. You guys remember that? Yeah. We can only do 2 roles alone though. What are the 2 roles that we can play out on our own? Victim and persecutor. Very good. We can't rescue ourselves. To rescue ourselves, we always use either an addiction or a controlling behavior. So we use something from the outside to rescue us. So can you guys give me an example?
Also feel the same as controlling behaviors.
Sometimes. Controlling behaviors, we can be in the persecutor role while we're doing a controlling behavior, for sure. Do you guys have any examples of being in the drama triangle alone?
Alcohol.
Yeah, any addiction. Yeah, alcohol, any addiction at all, right? Like maybe I'll start out in persecutor and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Why did I say that? Why did I do that? And then I'll move to victim and be like, you see, I'm never going to be loved. Like they're never going to like me because I keep saying those stupid things all the time. Like, why do I even keep trying? Right? And we're in victim. Like, I can't do it. I'll never be able to do it. And then I'll rescue myself. Like what you said with drinking alcohol or an addiction. So I'll be like, you know what? I can't. I'm just going to go drink.
I'm a gambling addict.
Gamble? Okay, I can't. I'm just, I'm going to go play. I'm going to go play video games. I'm going to go...
That's not an addiction. That's not an addiction.
Video games are not an addiction. Yeah. Okay, so how did your guys' homework go? Recognize moments when you're in the drama triangle this week.
I actually did that.
Good. Can you give me an example?
When I was in the car with my dad, he called us all lazy because I asked the question on why we had to go clean someone's house. And he called us all lazy. And I sat there and thought about my emotions. And then I talked about it to him, telling him that hurt my feelings.
That's awesome. Good job. Very good job. You got out of the drama triangle. You are already doing what we're going to talk about today. That is awesome. Okay, so do you guys have any questions about what the drama triangle is or how we connect in that unhealthy way? Okay, let's jump in and learn how to stop doing it. Who's excited? Calm down. Okay, so we're going to learn how do we stop getting into that drama. All right, so remember, we have the healthy way and the unhealthy way. So if we want to get out of the unhealthy way, what do?
With the healthy way.
We use the healthy way, right? So literally, the plain and simple answer is, how do you stop going into the drama triangle? Start connecting with vulnerability. Start connecting the healthy way, and you'll automatically stop connecting the unhealthy way. So there you go, class over. Hey! No, okay, now we're going to get into a little bit more detail because I can tell you that and then you're like, okay, great. How, right? How do I do that? So we'll automatically get, what's that?
I
Yes, no, more than that, more than that.
I shut
So-
everybody out.
If we use vulnerability, we're going to automatically get out of the drama triangle. But let me give you guys some helps, because until we really can master vulnerability, that's really, really hard for me to just tell you, use vulnerability. There you go, problem solved. That's hard, right? So I'm going to give you guys some steps that help you to get out of the drama so that you can then use vulnerability. Okay? It'll pull you out of that drama triangle, so then you can choose to use vulnerability. So this is super, super simple, guys. Let's not complicate it. Let's make it super simple, because that's what it is. Why do we use the drama triangle? What does it always mean? I need love. So if I need love, that's why I'm going in. How do I get myself out? What do I give myself? Love. If someone else is in the drama triangle, they need love. So how do I get them out? I give them love. Okay? So we give them love. There's a phrase that I'm going to teach you guys that will absolutely kill the drama triangle. Okay? Now, a lot of people are really, really worried after this class, because they're like, they come to me the next week and they're like, okay, I did what you said. I said the phrase that you told me to say, and the person was still mad, and they were still in the drama triangle, or they were still ignoring me, or whatever. Okay, we need to focus on you. We're getting you out of the drama triangle right now. And this is going to help you get out, okay? And then when you get out and you start learning how to connect with vulnerability, do you want to know what is amazing? Drama triangle requires 2 people to be doing it at the same time in order to feel connection. I will feel connected with you if I'm in the drama triangle and you are also in the drama triangle. It requires 2 people to connect. Vulnerability does not. Vulnerability just requires me. If I'm using vulnerability and you're not, I'll still feel connected and okay. I'll feel a little sad with the way that you're treating me, right? But I'll feel connected and I'll be okay. Let me give you guys an example of God with that. God, does he feel connected and he loves each and every one of us? Yeah. And does he feel happy in that connection?
Yes.
Do all of us love him back and connect with him all the time?
No.
No, right? So when we're not connecting back with him, is he like sitting up in heaven being like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do. She won't connect with me. Like, what do I do? And he's like miserable.
She's not worshiping me. She's worshiping cow.
Right? No, that's like ridiculous even when we think about it, right? So God has perfected vulnerability. And as you guys use vulnerability more and more and more, you guys will see you really don't need the other person to use it back. The beautiful thing is that they will start to use it back, because with your example, the majority of people with your example are going to learn that that's the easiest way to connect and the most successful, and it feels the best. So they'll do it. However, it doesn't require 2 people, which is just amazing, right? So don't worry so much about getting the other person out. That will come with time, and we'll talk about that more in other classes. So don't worry about it a ton right now. What we're worrying about right now is you, okay? So, yes, we're getting you out. So the phrase that kills the drama triangle, here's the phrase. I'm in the drama triangle. I need love. That's it. Even just saying, I need love, okay? I need love. You have to say it out loud. Let me give you guys an example. Okay, these 2 people, boyfriend, girlfriend, they're fighting, and they've been fighting about who knows what, you this, right? If one person, if one person says, you know what, I'm in the drama triangle, I need love. That invites the other person to then connect, right? Can you guys imagine how that then changes the whole situation? So here we have the 5 languages of love, the 5 love languages. I'm sure probably all of you guys have heard about this. We're not going to go into this today, but I just wanted to touch on this fact that people love or prefer to feel love in different ways. Sometimes they feel the most loved when you talk to them. Sometimes they feel the most loved when you touch them. Sometimes they feel the most loved when you spend time with them. Okay, so there's different ways that different people feel that love more successfully, and at different times it can be different things, right? So just know, maybe you're saying like, hey, I need love, and then the person then goes and does an act of service for you, and you're like, you don't love me, I needed you to talk to me, right? Just be verbal about what you need from that person, because a lot of times they're in their mind, they're giving you love, but you're not recognizing it because they're giving love to you in a way that they perceive love. If you guys are more interested in finding out what your love language is or what the love language is of your loved one, your father, your mother, your brother, sister, whatever, what? Yeah, in the manual. Yeah, in the manual, there's a test for you to figure out what your love language is and what your primary love language is, what your secondary love language is. So for those of you guys who have the manual already, that's in your manual for this week. Yeah, there's also lots of free websites online that you can also do a test at. So you can type in like find out what my love language is of the 5 love languages. So yeah, you can check it out. And then with the manual, if any of you guys don't have the manual, you're wanting the manual, whether you're here live or you're in the chat, just type it up in the chat or in the comments, let me know, and I will give you guys the link so that you guys can get that manual. That manual has all kinds of different exercises that help you in every single class. It's not required to have the manual for these classes, but it's super, super helpful. It has notes and exercises and projects and all kinds of stuff that help you guys better understand each class. Alrighty. Okay, so just a question. Which of these love languages is better? Which one is the best? Neither. Thank you. Okay, none of these is better than the other. Some people are like, well, it's better to just talk, right? No, but they're all the same. It's okay. However you perceive love. These are the 5 main ones, but then there are a lot of like subcategories that kind of go under that. So maybe, for example, maybe your love language is touch, but you don't necessarily like to be touched, but you like to be hugged. Or maybe you don't like to be touched, you just like someone to sit by you and have like the presence of their body there. So different, their spirit.
Actually, sex love language, feeling their whole love.
Okay, so the phrase that you say to get yourself out of the drama triangle, this is so easy, guys. You find yourself in the drama triangle, all you have to say is, I'm in the drama triangle, I need love. And boom, that's going to snap you out of there. It's going to get you out super fast. Let's have this example, a mom and a daughter. So the mom is frustrated because the daughter went somewhere without asking permission. She didn't tell her mom that she was going to go there. She just left. So now the mom is super mad and she's yelling at her. How could you do that? You are way more responsible than that. You know better than that. If the mom would take a deep breath and be like, okay, you know what? I'm in the drama triangle. I need love. I feel betrayed right now. I feel sad. And remember how we learned how to process that, say that process sheet out loud? We then jump into that, right? It's all coming together, right? Yes. So if you don't remember how to do that, go back to class 1, 2, and 3, and you'll remember how to do that, how we can process out loud. So you can say, pull yourself out of the drama triangle by saying, I'm in the drama triangle, I need love. And you can then process your feelings. And that processing your feelings, that's part of vulnerability. If it doesn't work, great question. What if it doesn't work? Keep trying, keep practicing. It will work.
So should I just say, look, whenever I'm in the drama, I need to.
Yeah, you might need to say it to yourself a million times to be able to be like, okay, let's snap out of it. And you're probably going to have to do it after the fact. I was in the drama triangle. I needed love. What do I need to do now? Totally fine and super, super normal to do it after the fact, especially for the first little while. Okay, look at this example. This girl right here is feeling worthless. Her friend seems like everything seems to go right for her, right? All the time. Everything goes right, no matter what she does. She's the most popular. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's this and this and this. And this girl feels completely worthless. So is she in the drama triangle? She's totally in the drama triangle with herself right now, right? So imagine if she were to take a deep breath and be like, okay, I'm in the drama triangle. I need love. And then she would do something that helps her feel connected, helps her feel loved. Right here, social media posting on social media, like we post that 1 minute of the best part of our day, right? So that everyone can see everything that we're doing that's super cool, or that one moment that we look super beautiful, or whatever. Are we in the drama triangle? Yeah.
I assume so, because you're talking about
I assume because you're talking about it. Yeah, we're in the drama triangle. We're trying desperately to connect with others, force them to connect with us by them seeing how amazing we are, right? Or how we have it all together. So yeah, definitely. Same thing. I'm in the drama triangle. I need love. Addictions. Always, always, always. I'm in the drama triangle. I need love. So instead of going to play video games, or instead of doing this or doing this or doing this, to just be like, oh, I can't deal with it anymore. So I'm going to go do this. It's, I can't deal with it anymore. Whew, I am in the drama triangle. I need love. And go and connect with someone, or connect with yourself. You can read a book. You can do art. You can do a hobby that you love to do. Yeah.
Why is he looking at the wall?
It's a television screen.
it's getting
Netflix. Okay, how about this? Yelling at children or yelling at other people or getting angry. When we're angry, are we in the drama triangle?
Yeah.
For sure, right? We're usually in persecutor, right? So when we're angry, a lot of times we think, I already started yelling at them. I got to follow it through. It is okay to stop in the middle, to be like, how could you do that? Whoa, I am in the drama triangle. Oh, I need love. Like, that is okay. Yes, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in the drama triangle. But yeah, it works. It works. Okay. Same thing here, like the wife being like, oh, I never do any, or he never does anything. I always do everything. He's there. Da, 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 da. Is she in the drama triangle? Yes. She needs to tell herself, I need love, and go connect. All right, so now let's talk about how to free others from the drama triangle. We have another phrase to free others from the drama triangle. Any guesses as to what it is?
You're in the drama triangle. Snap out of it.
We are in the drama triangle. You need love. Okay, it is we, not you. Even if you're not in it, even if the other person is like being the crazy person and they're in the drama triangle and you're like, you have it all together, and you're like, I know I'm not in the drama triangle. How good is that going to go over for you? If you're like, you're in the drama triangle, you need love. It's not going to go super great. It's not going to go super great for you, right? But if we say, we are in the drama triangle, you need love. Let me give you love. What do you need today? You seem super stressed. You okay? And a lot of times it's not successful the very first time that we say it, because they're emotional, right? They're worked up. And so we're like, hey, we're in the drama triangle. You need love. What can I do for you? How can I give you love right now? And they're like, I don't need love. I just need you to clean the dishes or whatever, right? And it's like, no, I can tell you're stressed. Come here. Let me give you a hug. I don't need a hug. Just do the dishes. Okay, so give them love over and over and over and over. And if she's saying, I need you to do the dishes, then that's a great way to give her love. Do the dishes and be like, sure thing. Let me do the dishes for you. I love you. Okay, so over and over and over, don't get tired of it. Does God get tired of giving us love? Like, is there ever a point when he's like, you are totally not accepting my love, so I'm done?
No,
Yes.
No, right? No. So he gives love over and over and over. It doesn't matter if we're like, how dare you, right? Okay, so first, you need to get out of the drama triangle, because so often we recognize that other people are in the drama triangle and we're like, they're in the drama triangle, but we don't recognize that we are also there. So you have to get out first before you can invite others to get out. That's super, super important. So yeah, that we. You're going to be a lot more successful. Now, one thing that a lot of us do wrong when we're trying to help other people to get out of the drama triangle is we try to explain to them the facts of what's going on. So we're trying to say, this is reality. So you can stop feeling the way you're feeling because it's not real. This is reality. Let me give you guys an example. So if this wife found something on her husband's phone that made her feel betrayed, either an app or a text conversation that he had with someone else. Whoa, text. I just sounded like 100 years old just then. a message, a DM, whatever. A message with someone. A message with someone else on his phone or whatever. And she feels super, super betrayed, right? Him explaining to her the reality and him saying, whoa, 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 you don't need to freak out. That text, like saying, hey, yeah, no problem. I'll be there soon. Love ya or whatever. That's my sister. That's her new phone number. You don't know that phone number. She just got it today. That's my sister or whatever. You know, he can explain the facts.
I call him Pookie.
Hey, Pookie, I'll see you later. Okay, and he's explaining facts to her and he's like, hey, calm down. You don't need to feel the way you're feeling because it's not real. This is reality. That's not going to go well for you. And let me tell you why, like the neuroscience behind that. So our limbic system, this red part right there in the middle, that's our limbic system. That's basically like the animal part of our brain, the part that keeps us alive. And then that blue part, the prefrontal cortex, that's our human part. That's like our logic, understanding consequences, cause and effect, things like that. Our limbic system is where most of our emotions come from. So it's where we connect from. When we're connecting with others, we're usually using our limbic system, especially if we're in the drama triangle. If we're using vulnerability, then we're using both our limbic system and our prefrontal cortex. Ha-ha, we're using our brain how it's supposed to be used, right? But when we're just doing drama triangle, we're only in the limbic system. So that means I have almost no ability to use logic. I just have emotions. So if you're telling me logic, I'll be like, no understand, because I'm not even using that part of my brain.
We're not stupid, just become dumb on
So it's just all on emotions. So we cannot connect through logic, especially when someone's in the drama triangle. We have to connect through emotions. It doesn't matter how many times that you explain to her, that's not real. You can stop feeling that. She knows she feels betrayed. So you can tell her, you're not betrayed, you're not betrayed, you're not betrayed. She's going to be like, yes, I am. I feel betrayed. I feel that. You can tell me all you want. I know I feel that. Okay, so we need to connect through their emotions, not through logic. Okay, so it wouldn't be, hey, whoa, 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 you're not betrayed. That wasn't a text to some other woman. That was a text to my sister, da, 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 da. It would be emotion, right? So it would be, oh my word, that would be a horrible feeling. Come here, let me give you a hug. I am so sorry. No wife should ever feel betrayed. And I am so sorry you feel like that. And you let them know, like you can let them know, that was my sister. It's not anyone else. Like you can let them know the logic. But remember, you're connecting on the emotions. So then you need to go back to the emotions. So you can say, I was talking to my sister. That's her new phone number. But still, I can understand how hurt you are. I am so, so sorry. Right? Why did that turn off? Let's see if that turns back on. Okay.
It's back on.
Awesome. Okay, so does that kind of make sense? That we're using emotions to connect, not logic. That's not going to go well for you if you use logic because that part of the brain's turned off. Let's see how God does this. So when Jesus was alive here on the earth, he showed this to us all the time. How he connected through vulnerability, how he invited people to come out of the drama triangle, and how he connected on emotion, not on logic. So does anyone know this story of Lazarus and his sister Martha? Or Martha?
Yes, I know this story.
Yeah? Okay. So just a quick rundown. Good job. Just a quick rundown. Martha's brother died, and she had sent a message to Jesus before he had died saying, hey, my brother's sick. Please come heal him. And Jesus didn't come. And then when he finally did come, Lazarus was already dead. And so she was frustrated when he finally showed up. And she confronted him. And she was like, if you had been here, he wouldn't have died. This is your fault. Now, Jesus...
The joke's on you, he's alive.
See, yes, that would be our temptation, right, as humans, to connect on the logic, because Jesus knows he's going to raise Lazarus from the dead. So, logic would be, hey, whoa, Martha, calm down. It's not a big deal. I'm going to raise him from the dead. It's okay. Don't worry about it. He's not actually dead. It's going to be fine. Well, he's dead, but in a minute, he won't be dead. So it's fine. That would be logic, right? Is that how he reacted?
No.
Do you guys remember what he did?
Yes. He
What did he
went.
do? He wept with her. What's the difference between the word wept and cry?
Wept means like bawling. Like
Bawling. Yeah. Wept, like to weep is ugly cry, right? It's not just like, okay, that's like cute cry, right? Okay, but weep is ugly cry. It's like snot everywhere and like, right? Like weep is hardcore cry. So he wept with her. He said, I am so sorry. This must hurt so bad. And he held her and he wept with her. And then when he had connected with her emotion, at that point, he could then talk to her about logic. And he said, I'm going to raise him from the dead. It's going to be okay. That's our example. That's what we need to do when we connect with people who are in the drama triangle. So it's, you need love. Let me give you love. Let me connect with your emotion. Let me feel your emotion with you. And then after I've felt your emotion with you, then I can talk about logic. Questions on that? Okay. Awesome. So yeah, let me tell you why how you feel is wrong. That's not going to go good for you. That's what we do when we're trying to connect on logic. All right, this example. So the mother is frustrated with her daughter. I want you guys to tell me. You can choose either side. You can choose the mother's side or the daughter's side.
I'll choose the daughter's side.
Okay? I want you to tell me, what are you going to do? You're the daughter then. What are you going to say? What are you going to do?
What?
What are you going to say? What are you going to do? If you're the daughter,
Oh,
what do we say right here?
We say, wait, what did the mom yell at us for?
Who knows? The mom's mad for something. Who knows why moms get mad?
I'll say,
What do you think? What do you say? Yeah, you need love. If the person knows what the drama triangle is, you can tell them, we're in the drama triangle, you need love. If they don't know what the drama triangle is, telling them that is just going to confuse them. So just, you need love. That's fine. You need love. You need love. You seem stressed. Let me give you some love.
Helaman Center, 299
Same thing here.
or
So
more.
there's this mother right here, and she is just complaining, like, oh, you never come to visit me, and then when you do come, you're always so busy, and then this and this and this. Is she in the drama triangle? Yeah, so it's, you need love. You seem overwhelmed. You need love. All right, I want to skip forward a bit, and we can come back to some of these if we want. Oh, this is important to address. Abuse or things like that. Okay, abuse, is that the drama triangle? Yeah, that's the drama triangle, right? So are we going to say, you need love, let me give you love. You just beat the crap out of me, let me give you love, right?
That's what I'm talking about, the school y'all.
Okay, that is what the person is saying, he needs love, right? But there are some situations where if you stay there, you're going to be hurt either physically or emotionally or sexually. So at that point, we say, I am leaving, or you are leaving for a moment. I will come back. Okay, so it's never, I'm leaving forever, da 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 da. Yes, maybe you will leave forever, but that is when you are calmed down and when you've had time to process through it and time has passed. You can make that decision. But in the moment, it is always, I'm leaving for a moment and I will be back. You are out of control. You are hurting me, physically, emotionally, verbally, whatever. You're hurting me. I will be back, or I'm leaving, but I will be back. That's how we deal with that. Questions on that? Because if it's just, I'm leaving, then we're in the drama triangle, right? We need to remind them, their little animal brain right there, I will be back. I'm leaving because of your behavior, but I will be back because I love you.
It's like telling your dog, no.
Yeah. Okay. Let's remember they're acting like that because they don't know how to connect in a real way. That doesn't mean that you should stay in that relationship forever, but it means that you should be a little bit more understanding and allow some growth. We're going to learn so much more about that in our class called Limits. So that comes later. Okay. All right. What about our boss? If our boss or our school teacher or whatever is like in the drama triangle with us, are we going to tell him, we're in the drama triangle, you need love?
No.
Probably not. Probably not. We probably won't say those exact words, but the words that we do say and the actions that we say should be saying that. We probably won't say it out loud, you need love, but it'll be, hey, you seem stressed. Are you all right today? How about I do this project for you today, and that'll be one less thing you have to worry about. Isn't that the same thing? Isn't that saying I'm giving you love? Yeah, I'm serving you. I'm giving you love. I'm trying to take off a little burden from you. I respect you. I love you. We're saying that same thing without being totally creepy and awkward. Yeah. Like if the person in the grocery store in front of us in line is yelling at their kid and very obviously stressed and overwhelmed, do we come in and we're like, hey, I don't know you, but obviously we're in the drama triangle. You need love. Let me help you out. No, but socializing. You need love. Hugs. Okay, so that'd probably be creepy. Sunshine, unicorns, glitter. But the things we do or say should be saying that same thing. You need love. Let me give you love. So it could be hey, let me distract your child for a second. Maybe I have a sucker. Be like, can I give him a sucker? Or maybe you have your phone with you and like put on Baby Shark and be like, hey, can he watch my phone for a minute? Or whatever, however you want to help out. That is saying, I can tell you need love and let me help you out. Does that make sense? So we're saying the same thing, doing the same thing. You need love. Let me give you love. Okay, children in the drama triangle. With children in the drama triangle, it's a little bit different. We don't want to just say, you need love, let me give you love. We want to train children to be able to say it for themselves. So how we do that, our phrase that we tell them is not just, you need love. It is, which drama triangle role are you in right now? And how about instead, you say, I need love. That's what we say to them. So we say, I can tell that we're in the drama triangle right now. Which drama triangle role are you in? What do you think? Victim, persecutor, rescuer. Which one are you playing out right now? Victim? Okay. So instead of doing that, remember it doesn't work well, right? Instead of doing that, say instead, I need love. And then they'll be like, I need love. And then you'll be like, okay, awesome. Let me give you love. Okay, so the son, we talked about this last week, this example, the son bullying his brother and being like, I'm not touching him, I'm not touching him, I'm not touching him, right? Like that kind of thing. And then it's like, oh my gosh, just stop, leave your brother alone. That's not helping, and it will never help the situation because what does he need? He's saying, I need love. And us yelling at him, saying, just stop it, that's taking even more love away. So instead, it's, you need love, right? So we say, what drama triangle role are you in right now? Do you think you're a persecutor, victim, rescuer? Which one is he in? Persecutor. And a lot of times, sometimes, actually kids are amazing at this. Every time I've taught little kids, even from like 4 years old, they can tell right away what drama triangle role they're in, like almost right away, just after like a 20-minute class, they have it mastered. So they're really, really smart. So almost always they can get it, but sometimes they'll need some help. So yeah, he's in persecutor, right? So he'll be like, persecutor. And then it's like, okay, so that doesn't work. Doesn't work very well, right? Instead, say, I need love. Come on, let me hear it. And then he'll be like, wait, let me hear it. Say, I need love. Let me hear it. I need love. Hey, good. Let me give you love, sweetie. What do you need? Okay, how was your day? Let's go get ice cream. No. Okay, so no matter what the situation is with kids, we can say, what drama triangle role are you in right now? Instead, say, I need love. Lying, when we're lying, we're in the drama triangle. Same thing. What role are you in? I don't know who wrote that. Okay, so what role are you in right now? Instead, say, I need love.
What if he's not lying?
Yeah, so if they're lying and if they're like, it was him, then it's probably persecutor. If they're lying, they're like, I don't know. That's probably victim, right? I don't know. I didn't do anything. Victim.
What if they're not lying?
Well, if they're not lying, then we should take the time to listen to them, right? Even if they are lying, we should take the time to listen to them. Okay, I have another class called How to Teach Difficult Children. So there are some children that have autism or they're on the spectrum, Asperger's, whatever. So yeah. So I have a son who has autism, couple sons. I have a couple sons who have autism, actually. And it is different with them because they'll have meltdowns. People, like children who are on the spectrum or who are neuroatypical, they will have meltdowns that has nothing to do with the drama triangle. So if you have a child that's on the spectrum, they're having a meltdown, and you're like, what drama triangle role are you in? Better say I need love instead. It's probably not going to help. So I have a whole nother class that talks about how to teach difficult children, how to teach children that are on the spectrum, and how to help them. This phrase of the drama triangle, yes, you always need to say that to them once they're calmed down and once their brain is connected again. But in the middle of an autistic meltdown, that's not going to help. Okay? So you'll learn more tricks about how to do that. That class is not part of this program. So you can look it up on YouTube on my channel. Once again, it's entitled How to Teach Difficult Children. I can talk, I promise. All right, so if you guys have any questions about that, at the end of class, we can talk more about it. But there are some specific strategies that we do to help reconnect their brain, and then we can say, what drama triangle role were you in? So remember this from last week. Children are almost always in the role of rescuer when they're in the when they're in the role of rescuer, they're almost always rescuing their primary caregiver, so their mother, their father. And that's not a role that we should allow them to be in. That's not a healthy role.
What if they make me chocolate milk?
That's why it's tempting. A lot of parents like it when their children are in the rescuer role, but it's not healthy. So we need to teach them to connect in a healthy way. All right, so now to finish up the class, that was pretty simple, right, guys? How do we get out of the drama? Yeah, I need love. I need love. You need love. Let's give love. Right, that'll get us out of the drama triangle. Now, the hardest part of doing that is recognizing when you're in the drama triangle. Because in the moment, we're like, I am not in the drama triangle. It's just that they are being crazy, right? Or they are not listening, or this is hard, or whatever. So recognizing you're in the drama is the most difficult part. So I'm going to give you guys some things that'll help you recognize I am in the drama triangle, or he is in the drama triangle. We're actually pretty good at recognizing it after the fact. And that's how we're going to start out, is we're going to start out recognizing it after the fact. Okay, an hour ago in that situation, I was in the drama triangle. A week ago, a month ago, 10 years ago, I was in the drama triangle. And that's how we're going to create that neural pathway, that connection in our brain, so that our brain can start doing it in the moment. We cannot do it in the moment until we've done it after the fact a lot of times. Okay, so be patient with yourself. All right. These are some red flags that will help you know that you're in the drama triangle or someone you love is in the drama triangle. We have physical symptoms, verbal symptoms, mental symptoms, and emotional symptoms. We're going to go through these. We're going to go through these really fast. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. These are some physical symptoms. I'm not going to read all of them, but you guys can read through them. If you're feeling these things physically, you may very well be in the drama triangle. Headaches, fidgeting hands, pinched nerves in your neck or back, like pain in your shoulders, like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, problems with growth, acne, ulcers, things like that that are kind of more long-term. And then we have a higher probability of having diabetes, heart diseases, cancer, autoimmune diseases, asthma, mental disorders, all kinds of stuff. So you have higher chance of having those if you're almost all the time in a drama triangle. Red face. So a lot of times people get flushed, like their face will get red. Insomnia is that you can't sleep. She's like, mm-hmm.
What's it? Oh, asthma.
It's like clenching your teeth, things like that, or grinding your teeth at night. In the manual, you have a couple exercises that help you recognize some of those. Okay, verbal symptoms. Was there any questions on the physical symptoms?
No.
Okay, verbal symptoms. If you elevate your voice, you're almost always in the drama triangle. Not always, right? Because sometimes they might be far away, they can't hear you. But if you start talking loud, then you're probably in the drama triangle. Criticizing, blaming yourself or others, phrases that begin with you. You, da 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 da, you, da 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 da
What if
da
it
da.
says you are
Okay.
amazing?
Denying, yep, not always, right? But these are just red flags to be like, maybe. Denying you have feelings. So someone's like, hey, you seem stressed. Are you okay? No, I'm fine. Really? Yeah. Okay. All or nothing words. We're going to talk about all or nothing in just a minute. Questions on verbal symptoms? Okay, let's move on. Mental symptoms. So these are things that you're thinking or meditating on, right? If you're thinking, criticizing thoughts to you or others, blaming you or others, wanting him or her to change, like I wish he would just stop doing that or treat me different, and then all or nothing thoughts. Once again, we'll talk about all or nothing. Questions or comments on those? Okay. Emotional symptoms, low self-esteem, anger, annoyed, anxiety, that's a huge one. Apathy, that feeling like I don't feel anything, it's fine, whatever, I don't care. All or nothing feelings. Talk about that. Questions on those?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
In the last one, it also had all or nothing.
Yeah, all of these have all or nothing. We're going to talk about that in a sec. Good. Let's talk about it right now. First of all, what are some of your guys' red flags, actually, before we talk about that? Red face? You get like a flushed face? What? Okay, start thinking about it this week and see what some of yours are when you're in the drama triangle. And sometimes it's different. Like when I'm in rescuer, I feel like really hot. I feel my shoulders hurting, and I clench my teeth. When I'm in persecutor, I feel headaches. So it's like different for different people depending on the roles sometimes. Okay. The very easiest and most obvious red flag that we can use is all or nothing. So this one's going to be your number one easiest way to tell that you or someone else is in the drama triangle is all or nothing. So let's talk about what that is. All or nothing is thoughts or feelings or words of all or nothing. Always, never, the most, the least. It's saying things like, our whole relationship, you've always done this, or my entire life, I never da 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 da. So using words like that it's like all or nothing, like I never this, or I always this, or you never this, or you always this, or this whole situation, or this whole time, or whatever. It's that all or nothing. Okay, those things are almost never real. All or nothing, like hardly ever exists in life. We don't have black and white very often in life. It's not true. If you say, you never listen to me, that's not true. Okay, it could be almost never, maybe that's true, but never, that's not true. There's been once that he listened to you, right? Also actions that we do, so like diets or exercise. So I'm going to be like on the perfect diet. I'm never going to drink soda. I'm never going to eat bread. I'm never going to have sugar. Like perfect, right? So there's not like a balance. It's like all or nothing. And then sometimes it depends. So I'm not going to like have a balance, right? And then if I can't keep up that perfect diet, then why do I even try? And I won't even have a diet. Or exercise, like I'm going to exercise every single day for an hour. And then if I mess up and I don't do it those days, then, see, I've failed. And then I'll stop instead of like 5 minutes, a couple days a week or whatever. Okay, so that idea of all or nothing. I'm going to connect with her and be her very best friend, or I don't want to connect with her at all. That idea of like, I have to be her best friend and I have to be there for her all the time, or I don't have any connection at all. So those are all or nothing. So that's a huge red flag that you're in the drama triangle. Questions on all or nothing? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. All right. We're going to finish up talking briefly about rescuer.
What's with the guy with the guitar?
That's an all or nothing. So like I'm going to be the best guitar player in the entire world and I'm going to go to practice every single day throughout the week, or then I'm just going to quit, right? So we like get burned out because we're trying to do all or nothing. Okay. I think you guys pretty much got that all or nothing. A lot of us live in that all or nothing, by the way. The more dangerous our environment is, the more our brain will use all or nothing, because it's a shortcut to keep us alive. Our brain being able to label things as always dangerous, never dangerous, always good, never good, and label things black and white, it makes it a lot faster for our brain to stay alive. If we label dogs always dangerous, always bad, always scary, or whatever, it keeps us alive. So if you grow up somewhere in like a dangerous area or in a home that's more emotionally dangerous, you're going to be a lot more based in all or nothing than someone who grows up in a really safe neighborhood or in a really safe home or in a really safe environment. Okay.
So is everybody in Australia living in all or nothing?
Australia, they have some scary animals. Okay, you guys have 2 homework assignments this week. The first homework assignment is make a list of those all or nothing words that you tend to say throughout the week. So keep a running list throughout the week of those all or nothing words that you're using. Okay, now I want to end the class by talking about the role of rescuer, okay? Because this role is really hard for people to get out of because they think that their role is important and needed and necessary when it's not. We're hurting ourselves and we're hurting others. And the reason why they think this is because they say, I'm helping, right? And in fact, when you get out of the drama triangle, people will try to pull you back in because they don't know how else to connect with you. So they can feel they're disconnecting. And so they're like, I don't know how else to connect with her, so I'm going to pull her in. And they will almost always pull you in through trying to force you to rescue. So they will be persecutor or they will be victim so that you come in and you have to rescue them. So really hard to get out of this role if this is your dominant role. Sometimes. Depends on the person. So let me give you guys some helps here. How does God treat us? Does God rescue us? He doesn't rescue us. He helps us, right? He serves us. He loves us. He doesn't rescue. So let's talk about the difference between that. Rescuer is when you allow another to avoid responsibility, continue with unhealthy behavior, avoid the consequences of their behavior. Whereas helping or serving someone is when you help them to recognize and express their true thoughts and feelings. You help them to recognize their own divine potential. You help them to achieve their goals when they invite you to help. So there's a big difference between rescuing and helping. Rescuing, we are not allowing them to become a god. Like we're doing all the work for them. We're putting ourselves in between them and God. And we're like, okay, you know what? I know you can't do it, so let me just pull you along. But that doesn't help because they can never learn, they can never grow, they can never become who they're supposed to become. We're actually preventing that. We're preventing them from getting closer to God because they can't. We're literally in the middle of them. So I want to give you guys this list right here. This is a kind of a further definition of rescuing. It's doing for others what they can and should do for themselves. Resolving the problems of others before they can confront them or resolve them or experience the full consequences of the problem they created. It's doing things you don't want to do, but you feel you have to in order to avoid conflict or like maintain an image. It's not confronting problems but ignoring them, hoping that they'll go away or assuming it's in the past, so it's pointless to bring it up. That's rescuing. Now, people ask me all the time, how do I know if I'm rescuing or if I'm helping? It's actually super, super easy. It's all based on how you feel. When you rescue, you will feel one of these or all of these. Resentment, powerful, in control, needed. I'm working more than my loved one. I have to help or something bad will happen. Like I have to help or he'll lose his job. I have to do that or then he'll get mad or whatever. Helping, this is how you feel when you help. You feel an increased sense of love towards the person you're helping. You feel able to allow your loved one to make their own decisions even if it's the wrong one. And you feel an increased sense of love towards yourself. You feel closer to your Father in heaven and you feel peace. So people are like, I don't know, am I rescuing or am I helping? How do you feel? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel resentment? Do you feel like you're working harder than them? Or do you feel love, peace? You feel closer to that person. You feel closer to Heavenly Father. It's really easy. And it actually can be either one in the exact same situation. I'm going to give you guys an example. My husband is amazing. And every night he plugs in my cell phone for me to charge it because I can never remember to plug it in. So in the morning, I have no battery in my phone. But he's amazing. And like, he'll find my cell phone, which is usually always lost, and he'll plug it in, and he like doesn't even say anything to me. And then in the morning, magically, my phone is completely charged. So this same situation, he could be either rescuing or helping, and it depends on how it makes him feel. Does he feel, when he sees my phone sitting there on the nightstand and the charger right there and they're not connected, does he feel, oh my gosh, there you go, Misty once again forgot to plug in her phone, and if I don't plug it in, tomorrow when I try to call her, there'll be no battery and I won't be able to contact her, and it's just going to be a mess. So I'll just plug it in for her. She is incapable. That would be rescuing, right? He feels like I have to do it or something bad will happen. He feels resentment, frustration towards me, and he feels like I'm incapable, and he's the one who has to do the work, right? But if he sees it and he's like, oh, sweet Misty, she's already asleep and her phone's like totally not plugged in. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in for her, and this is gonna be like so nice. When she wakes up, it'll be totally charged. She's gonna be so happy. It'll be like one thing that I can do to help her throughout her day. And he feels like happy and excited about it and like love. And he feels more love for me. Okay, same situation. One of them he's rescuing, one of them he's helping. And it just depends on how he feels. Does that make sense? Okay, so super easy to tell which one you're in. Okay, we're not going to talk about these today.
Emotional blackmail?
Yeah, so these are 3 strategies that people use to try to get us to rescue them. So I'm not going to delve into them, but I just wanted to introduce them to you guys. So there's emotional blackmail, victimization, or insinuation. So the emotional blackmail is, it makes the argument about you. Well, you never do this, and look, you're mad at me for this, but you're so much worse, right? That's blackmail. Victimization is playing defenseless victim. Like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm never going to win. So go. I'll just do whatever you say. Insinuation, that's like, oh, my head hurts so bad. And today I was so stressed. And like this, they're trying to get you to do something without them actually asking you to do it. They want you to read their mind. A lot of times this is women that use this, but lots of men do it as well. But women have a fame of doing that, trying to get the guy to read their mind or others to read their mind, or thinking that others should be able to read their mind. None of us can read minds. So you need to, that's unhealthy to have people trying to get them to read your mind. So you have to express what you need from people. Alrighty. So that is our class, you guys. Let's just go over this real fast. The drama triangle means what? I need love. So the phrase that kills the drama triangle is, I need love, right? I'm in the drama triangle. I need love.
I'm going over to ask for someone and they're attacking me. I just say, you need love.
Okay, that's a very specific one. We can talk about that one later. Okay, so I need love or you need love. Let me give you love. We say it out loud. With children, we say, which drama triangle role are you in right now? Instead, say, I need love, because we're trying to train them to do it on their own. Okay, we do not connect with logic. We connect with emotions. So you need love, not let me tell you why you're feeling or why what you're feeling is wrong. No, it's you need love. Let me give you love, emotions. And then later we can talk about logic once you're out of the drama triangle. And then if you're in a situation where you're getting hurt, then it's I'm leaving for a moment, but I'll be back. Do you want to open up that door? Thanks. That's awesome. Then we have those red flags that'll help us recognize when we're in the drama triangle. And the biggest red flag is that all or nothing. Okay, so with that all or nothing, that helps us to know we're in the drama triangle. Okay, rescuer is one of the hardest ones to get out of, but we need to treat them the way that God treats them. God knows that they're capable. He helps them. He serves them. He does not rescue them. So he doesn't do it. He doesn't take away the consequences. He helps and invites them to grow. We're going to learn way more about that in the limits class as well. Okay, questions on how to free yourself from the drama? No questions? Okay. Our class, or here's your second homework. Second homework. Recognize moments this week when you're in the drama triangle and say, I'm in the drama triangle, I need love. So start using that phrase, okay? Even if it's after the fact. I was in the drama triangle, I needed love, da 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 da. And there's your homework assignment from before. Make that list of all or nothing words. Okay, you guys, our class for next week is controlling behaviors and addiction. I love these classes. This one usually takes 2 weeks. So we'll go to where we run out of time for the class, and then we'll finish it the next week. So I'm super excited about that one. That one's a really, really helpful one. Make sure this week that you are connecting with your God, however that is, that connection. Make sure that you're trying to connect in a group with other people as well. So you're connecting individually, but you're also connecting in a group. So whether that's a study group or a church activity or whatever you need to do that as part of your healing. So make sure you're doing that. If you need help with that, we have a study group every Tuesday at 6 a.m. on YouTube. So feel free to jump on in there and you can have that as well. Okay.